For 48 minutes, Michael Jordan fought like there was no tomorrow as he hit one shot after another, diving for loose balls, fighting off picks, and slashing to the basket. If it was any other night, then that game would have been dismissed as another typical night for Michael Jordan. He always played hard, people would often say, but this was not a typical night in 1997. This was Game 5 of the NBA Finals, and Michael Jordan was nursing a very high fever. And he played ferociously until the final buzzer, enough to carry his team to victory. Clutching his trophy at the end of the long series, Michael Jordan said in an interview, "I nearly died for a basketball game." You know what? Like Jordan, another person 2,000 years ago endured almost 24 hours of agony just to carry you to victory. And he fought not just against a flu virus, but against the unfounded accusations, the mockery, the humiliation, and the torture of those whom he came to save. But unlike Jordan, this man actually died just to beat Satan and win the game called salvation. At the end of Game 5 in 1997, Jordan teammate Scottie Pippen remarked, "Michael never gave up on us tonight. Until the last second, he really carried us on his back." Aren't you glad that we can say the same thing about Jesus? When he had all the chances to escape from Gethsemane, he lingered with his prayers until his accusers and captors arrived. Even when he could have walked through the crowd, just like what he did in Nazareth when they wanted to throw him off a cliff. He chose to stay and endured the sham trial he was subjected to. He could have quit at the sight of the crown of thorns. He could have bailed out in the midst of the scourging. He could have snapped at his captors at the point of crucifixion. Yes, he had all the opportunity to give up or fight back. But he never did. Instead, he chose to finish what he started. He endured to the end. He went all the way. As he breathed his last on the cross on that first Good Friday, he exhaled, "It is finished." Now let me ask you, what was finished? The trial? The torture? The crucifixion? Perhaps yes, but I believe it there refers to more than the entire violent ordeal. It refers to his entire one and single-minded mission of bringing you home to the Father. And his mission refers not only to his death, but to his life as well. You see, what saved us wasn't just Jesus' sacrificial death, but also his obedient life. His obedience canceled the disobedience of Adam. His righteousness has likewise cleansed us of our slate from all inherited unrighteousness. In the Bible, it says, "For just as through the disobedience of the one man, the many were made sinners, so also through the obedience of the one man, the many will be made righteous." His entire life, from the incarnation to his ministry, to his passion, and to his death, was his total mission of salvation. That was what he finished at 3 p.m. in Calvary on that first Good Friday. Today, it may be good to ask yourself these questions. How do I respond to Jesus' total offering of both his life and death? Am I loving him fully with every aspect of my life? Does the way I live my life commensurate to Christ's sacrifice? Have we given up on ourselves because of our sins, even if God never gave up on us? As I recall the image of Michael Jordan clutching his trophy at the end of the 1997 finals, I couldn't help imagining Jesus embracing his trophy at the end of your life. There, tightly hugged between his brawny arms, would be his trophy. It was the very reason which made him decide to relinquish the glory of his divinity and embrace the frailty of our humanity. His motive, his prize, his reward, his accolade, his honor. Look closely, dear friend. It isn't a trophy made of metal. Rather, it is a soul cleansed by his blood. It is your soul. You are his prize. You are the one who sent him both to the manger and to the cross. Accept it, friend. Jesus didn't just die for a basketball game. Jesus died for his trophy. Jesus died for you.